Support for Music Money University and the following message are brought to you by TuneCore. Do you want to take your career to the next level and start making money from your music? The good news is all you need is a digital distributor. TuneCore is dedicated to helping independent artists get their music in over 150 digital stores and streaming services in over 100 countries worldwide. And the best part is, they never take a cut of the money they collect for you. No label, no catch, no barriers to selling your music worldwide. Take control of your career and get 20% off your first upload on TuneCore by clicking the link in our show notes. Welcome to Music Money University, where you learn in-depth strategies on how real artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs earn a full-time income in the music business. I am your host, Omari. What is the number one problem you're trying to solve for your music business today?
I wanted to know how to increase exposure of our songs, and then I came across your website. And your website was one of the most legitimate platforms which I found, because yours was the only one where I could see that a person is ready to interact. Right. And then I came across your plans, which was something for promoting a single. And so I wanted to talk to you more regarding how does it go about? Like, if I submit a song to you, how do you process it, and how do you select the playlist to which you are going to send the songs?
So for Spotify, the way the promotion works is that we review the song, we check it for quality and content. We don't do any explicit content, so we listen to every song from start to finish to check them. Then we'll give some feedback on the song. Maybe if we hear something good or hear something that could possibly be improved, we'll give some feedback on it. If a song really needs a lot of improvement, then we just go to the artist and say, we don't think the song is ready for promotion at this time. Do you have another song ready, or do you want to save your promotion credit for the future, or do you want a refund? Other than that, if the song is good to go, which most of the time they're good to go, we put it into our system and label it by genre. So we usually assign songs 2 to 3 genres. So if it sounds kind of in between pop and R&B, it'll be listed as both of those and could potentially go to both of those playlists. It just depends on whichever one, is requested, and also whichever one's better. So let's say your song comes in and it's labeled as those 2 genres, just for example, pop and R&B. Then both pop curators and R&B curators, or anybody with playlists that it fits into, such as top 40 playlist or chill music playlist, or maybe workout playlist, if it's like an upbeat pop song, all those, it's fair game for on Spotify. Now, the next step is the curator has to request that song from us. So if they hear it, curators go through our orders every day and they listen to the songs that are in their genre, and then they'll see if it's right for their list or not. If they don't request it from us, we can't force your song into any list. But if they do request it, then we can piece it together and complete the campaigns. So let's say, curators with 100,000 followers total request on a song that has that only needs 50,000 followers total. We pick from those 100K and see which one's the best, and we match it up, and then that's how the promotion is completed.
You make sure, like, for example, I saw a plan which was $70 or something for a single. Yeah. Something for, I think, 50,000.
So that's 50,000 followers. It's being placed onto playlists that total 50,000 followers. Okay. And it's placed on those playlists for 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay, and what can I expect out of that plan? Do you have like any rough estimate?
Yeah, anywhere from 500 to 5,000 streams is what we've seen in the past. Sometimes it goes over 5,000 streams, but usually at the bare minimum, we should be looking at 500 streams.
Like for my specific case, I'm going to release my new songs in a month. Now, of course, as you know that on Spotify, it's great to have an initial boost. Like you release a song and it's already pitched, it's already into various playlists and it gets an initial boost. So how can I submit unreleased songs? Because you mentioned on the website that I can give you a link and it will work somehow, but I'm still not clear about that particular part.
Yeah, so the way pre-orders work It's usually you'll have either, a private link on YouTube or a Dropbox link or a Google Drive link, something where we can review the song. And then once it comes out, you just email us the link, and that process is already done. So the review process is already done. We've already listened to it and cleared it, so that when it's live, all we have to do is just put it into the system. And then the curators can just go straight in and review it. And many times, most of the time actually, if it's in the sheet, then or if it's in our system, like, they're going to review it the same day. And if it's a rush order, they know to place it on their list as soon as possible. So rush orders get priority just because, people are paying extra for it. But many times, if you order a standard order and the curator's list isn't, too busy at the moment, then they'll sometimes place the standard orders. But if you want to be sure that it's getting placed as soon as possible, just use the rush order option.
Okay. And is there a package or something, like, for example, I have overall 7 songs, like 3 I've already released and 4 new songs I'm going to release. And these total, they'll combine into an album of 7 songs. So is there like a package that I can promote 2 to 3 songs or something?
We have bulk discounts for any 3 songs or more. So if you order 3 or more, you can get 10% off.
Okay. So, and so I remember, like, it was $77, right? Or something.
Mm-hmm.
It has the first package. And which package do you recommend?
It depends on how big you want to go. What exactly are you trying to do with the release? Are you trying to see which should be the single out of the 3 songs? Like, which song you should push more? Are you trying to get one song a big push? What are you exactly trying to do?
We are aiming to do is that we think we have three songs out of this entire catalog which are really good, which we want to really push out. Because after that, every next month we have one single already lined up. Like, that's already our strategy.
Okay.
None of these songs will, as of now, go into a single in the future. We already have 10 songs planned for the next 10 months, one for each month. But right now, with these songs, we want to have enough momentum so that for the next songs which are upcoming, we already have some crowd or some rush on our platform on Spotify.
Okay.
Our goal.
So as far as like the crowd, whenever you're running promotion on Spotify, the best thing usually you're looking for yes, sometimes people do follow you, but that's generally not the habits. The habit of people on Spotify is to save a song to their library. And if they see maybe like 3 songs from that same artist, that then it finally clicks from them. They're like, oh, I saved 3 songs from the same band. Now maybe let me go follow them. But even then, there's nothing that really happens whenever you follow somebody on Spotify. Sometimes Spotify will send you an email that goes to the promotions folder on Gmail that says, this artist has a new release out. Yes, sometimes you might end up on release radar for that person, but the best type of follow I'll say that you can get would be on an Instagram or YouTube. So with Spotify, yes, you want your numbers up on there, but the trickle over honestly doesn't happen as much until you start to get like bigger and bigger, whereas you can get some trickle over more immediately on an Instagram or a YouTube.
Okay.
From what we've seen. As far as that promotion strategy, just pushing the 3 of them, I say to do the smallest package on all 3, and then you'll know which one is getting the best results. And then after that, you can spend more on the one that seems to be like the front runner.
Like, for example, like recently I proposed one of a Spotify curator to try. I wanted to check how do my songs perform. So I put one of my song on his playlist. Like, he didn't ask me to pay for it because it was just for 2 days. And for example, in 2 days, I got 500 streams and 300 saves. So what is the stream to save ratio which you think is good for identifying a good song?
I I don't know if a song is really getting 300 saves out of 500 streams. It would just be an extraordinarily high save ratio, because if you got to think about it, that means literally 3 out of every 5 people save the song. The highest of the highest, you might be looking at like 40%. You just got to look at the natural patterns of people. If you go on Instagram, for instance, and you look at somebody's page, even like the most active audiences, which is usually going to be a female-based audience, what's the percentage of likes that's going to happen on a page on Instagram, and you kind of gauge the percentage off of that. Just because Instagram is the platform that has like that highest percentage of likes versus Twitter or Facebook or even YouTube. So if you're looking on that and you're looking at, I specifically said female pages because they engage more than men. If you're not seeing that percentage on there, I would just doubt it for other metrics. So I don't know any Instagram page that gets 60% likes on every single post. I'm going 40%. That's what we've seen. Like that's really high still. So like 40%. And then usually like the average is going to be around like 2% to 10%.
Okay.
If you're getting above 10%, it's just considered a success. And then if it's getting above 40%, I would just look into it.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, like even before the release of the next 4 songs, should I, like for example, the last song, I told you it has a 60% save rate. Should I promote it more so that, like for example, like using the package which you suggest on your website, I can use one of that package to promote one of my songs before release, pre-release, and then some new song post-release. Matter in any?
Yeah, so if there's not a lot of streams there right now, then if you believe the song is good, yes, you should keep promoting it. There's no cap on that. If something's working, then you just keep doing it until it's not working. That's the general rule of marketing. Once it stops working, then you can move on to some new stuff. But for instance, if you have a product and it's new to somebody, it may not be new, but it's new to them, then you keep marketing it until it stops working.
Like all the payments, I was just a bit, I wanted to be sure, all the payments which are on the website, all the links, they're all secure and stuff. Like whatever payment I'm going to do to you regarding the playlist, regarding the songs, are these all payments secured on the portal?
Oh yeah. So there's the HTTPS protocol is the secure protocol whenever you're processing payments online. You can't take direct payments on a website without that protocol. So whenever you see the little green or like the secure thing in a web browser, then that means it's good for direct payments such as credit and debit card. And then PayPal, you can take that on any website, but you're sent over to PayPal to complete the payment, which obviously PayPal is a secure processor, and then you shoot back to the website. So
it has to be before, I suppose, like when I submit the song, right?
Yeah. So the whole process is there's no phishing or I don't know, scammers or credit card people like trying to gather your information from it. That's what's making the process secure.
Okay, and I had one question also regarding YouTube promotion, because I didn't go through the process, but I saw on your website that you also do YouTube promotion.
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, for example, like how do you promote the song on YouTube? Like do you make tailor-made ads, or do you take clips of the video, or how do you do it? I wanted to understand the process of it.
We do it directly on the video, and we do have a service where we're editing videos and custom creating them. That's our Instagram and Facebook custom ads. Okay. But for YouTube, we just promote on the actual video, and we're doing that through Google Ads. So we've set up hundreds of different ads on Google throughout the years, and just have that expertise and know how to set them up to get the best engagement out of it.
Okay. And like I have one final question regarding the various packages which you offer for Spotify promotion.